Hello, friends. How's everybody doing? It's your friend Jeff playing Ultimate General American Revolution. So, basically, I got these 8 Bellona third-rate ships ready to go back into here. However, I just wanted to update you and mention a few things that so it's May 24, 1780. And what that means is that, it not only took me a few weeks of having these 8 ships, but I mean, I had 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, and 2 there. So that way it spreads the building on all these ship yards. So that way, they can get, because if you put all 8 here, it's going to take a very super long time for them to get totally fixed. And so anyways, so while that was going on, I wasn't recording it because it's kind of boring to do that. Because, I just, blew a few weeks, but guess what? So after that last battle that I did, and then I just had to sell the ships that I didn't want, and then get all the ships to get to the places so they could get healed. It popped up over here that they invaded Canada, the British, and they put 2 regiments here. So that's roughly 1,200 men, and they were attacking my poor guy that was in my poor regiment that was in here in Quebec. Not only that, they popped like 2,000 over here. And they were attacking Fort Levy and stuff. And the poor guy in there couldn't handle, against like 4 regiments. So I had no choice. I had to pull. I pulled, okay, I want to tell you in order to clear all this, and I didn't record it because, like I said, it happened so fast to me, and all I was doing was trying to pass some time so these ships could get to where they want to get to, so they could start getting repaired. And the game just dumped these British over here. Like, how did they even get here? Like, I own the whole thing. Like, how the heck did they even pop here? But anyways, I just want to let you know that like I said, so again, I had to take this guy from here. I had to take everybody that was in this area, all of these ones here, and all of these. They all had to go this way. And then it was a matter of chasing them all around in this area here to try to finally kill them all. And then once I did that, I send everybody back to where they were, so that way I got it all covered again with just 1 regiment in each place. Because had I not, like I said, if I had just 1 in Montreal, if I had 1 in Quebec, maybe 1 here, and 1 in down here, this Lake Ontario, but. Oh yeah, Port Ontario. So yeah, but whatever. If I only had 1 and I didn't have them in some places, what the AI would have done is, okay, so they would kick the guy out of here and they would take this, and then they have 3 Roman regiments, and then they would come over here, and if this fort was open, they would take it, and whatever. And there's no way that I want to lose, especially Ticonderoga. You do not want to lose a level 3 fort. No way. And so you can so basically what I'm explaining and showing to you is, like, at the beginning of May or whatever it was, they dumped that on me, and so I had to be reactive and just send everybody anywhere to try to do that. I mean, so that is something that happened in May. And meanwhile, over here, and I don't know what else was going on in the game. Like, I believe I still have everything. No other problems. And the Indians, they supposed to attack me at some point, but I don't know. Like, I keep doing every 30 days the thing. Matter of fact, if you look up here, I got 128 rep where I was down to like 99. So whatever transpired, and then I can even, I think I can show, is it this? Yeah, right here. I can show you this. Okay, so now I'm at 1300 victory points. So you can see the victory points. Someone said on Discord, if you get to 1500, you win. But you know, like my question to my people who watch these videos, you know, whatever this is going on in this campaign, this is my testament to the way this game is going for me on an easy difficulty. But I wanted to see the whole game, so that's why I'm doing this. But anyways, so I'm at 1300. So 1500, I'm only 200 away from winning. But look at this campaign progress. The British have a huge army. The British have a huge navy. And then soldiers killed, 1377. And then they got 740. Destroyed units 405, and then 25. Ships sunk. I sunk 233 of them. They sunk 17 of mine, I guess. And this is what I mean, like when I capture a ship and I can't get out of a circle death, and they put me back into a circle death, you know, then that ship that doesn't have any mass, he's the one that's gonna sink. And so the AI gets credit for that when they didn't really kill one of my Bologna class ships. But you know what I mean? So that's all I'm trying to mention is that, so they got 17 and then captured, you know, whatever. They captured 38 and I captured 118, it looks like. So this is what, you know, is going on in the campaign. I'm going to pause it because, again, I'm going to go do a ship battle. Because I'm ready, but I will explain something there too that is interesting to make a note of. But anyways, okay, so they tried to invade Canada up here and tried to take it from me, and just having single regiments in different places, you know, I had to, you know, it sucked because, like I said, the poor guy that was here almost got destroyed, and the guy up in Quebec almost got destroyed. Luckily, you know, I pulled the Spanish. I had two Spanish. Remember those last 10 brigades of Spanish that I got most recently? Remember I put 2 up here so that way we would have an extra group to fight if they invade me here. So it was nice having 2 Spanish here. But I had to use those 2 Spanish to come up here along with this guy that was here. And then I think maybe this guy, I brought him down over here to Montreal, I think. Because, you know, again, we had 4 regiments over here that we had to deal with. And matter of fact, I even think there was 3 up here, not 2. It was 3. They had 3, so they had like 1,500 and stuff. And that's why, you know. But I'll tell you, the guy that was in Quebec, the 1 regiment, he hung on where one of the 3 regiments peeled off this way, like he retreated this way. So even though I only had 1 regiment here, he was fighting 3 regiments, and it allowed me enough time to get this guy over there to help, and then the 2 Spanish that were here to get there. And then of course, along with this general here, I had to send the general over here so I could do a quick little battle whenever the opportunity arises. So I mean, I like to explain some of the things that happen when I don't record it and stuff, so that way you're at least aware of some of the things that can happen in this game at this time period, I guess is the way to look at this. And I'm sure it's going to be worse for normal, hard, and ultimate difficulties than what I'm receiving here. Like, I'm sure it's going to be even worse. But anyways, and then the last thing I'll say before I start is that my habit of doing this to be getting these guys ready, of putting 2 here, 2 there, 2 there, and 2 there. And then the moment one of them is good, I send them out, and I send them up here to just go in here to patrol. And guess what? He ran into the Victory class ship along with like a 5-pack of all like SOLs. And I was like, what? So guess what? The Victory class ship that was in here, because remember, my whole goal was I owned this. Well, I owned this, and then I had to go in here and kick the British out of here. And then I owned this, and then the whole deal was they had like 1,000 or 2,000 guns here. Remember, I did a lot of battles here. Well, guess what? That Victory class ship decided to come into here now, and so now he's in here. So if I click here, we don't see it, right? We don't see it, but there's a Victory class ship in here along with 4 other ships that are SOLs, I think. And so again, I've got these balloonies, and I guess I'm gonna have to see if I can get a Victory class ship. Like I don't even know if this is gonna, but he invaded me here, and so there's nothing else for me to do, like unless they tell me there's an invasion on land. And then they already did an invasion right here. Like just when I say invasion, it's not really an invasion. It just says that I don't even know how they do it. They just spawn British in here. Like it's just, oh yeah, and there's one other thing I forgot to tell you. Down in the south, what they also did down in the south, they just randomly took any place where I didn't have a regiment. Like they spawned somebody here. They said there was an uprising, and I want to show you something. How can, and this is going to be another little nitpick thing that I'm going to just tell you, that I don't agree with the way this game handles certain things. Tell me if USA owns Alexandria at 92% and Britain has only got 9%, how can they even be possible to do, a thing where they just take this, like, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Just like in Baltimore here, I got 100%, 100%. And they spawned some British in here, like 1 regiment of British in here in Baltimore. So you know what I mean? Like I had a whole brigade in Dover, so I sent them over here, and and then I just had to put them there. And this is at the same time that I had to deal with what was going on up here. I mean, imagine all of these things going on. The good news about down here was it was only 1 regiment that spawned, but imagine them taking Baltimore. I mean that was just ridiculous. I mean, look what I got in Baltimore. You know what I mean? And it's 100% loyalty. There's no way that they could have a revolt here in Baltimore, but guess what? The game spawned a regiment of British here, and they did it to 4 places. But down in this area, I had brigades, so I was able to just put a brigade right here and kill the unit that was here, and vice versa. Up in because up in east they took this, and now I got this poor Spanish guy here. He's trying to get back up, and he lost a couple of guys, and things like that. Same down here, you can see that he lost 2 too during this fight. And then I put somebody back here and here of my guys, and my guys got, oh no, that's Spanish too, and Spanish too, yeah. So So these guys are back to full strength. I don't know why these guys ain't. Maybe I have to check to see if I have weapons. But okay, so that was the last thing, I guess. That and I even put a guy right here after doing all these 4 places here to take them back, because they took 4 places away from me. They just by just saying there was a revolt. And I think that's a bunch of hogwash. And I don't know if you play this game and you watch me and you listen to me at this moment. I mean, it might be boring commentary, but I will tell you, I absolutely do not agree that if I have 100% loyalty that you would be able to revolt here. There's no way. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, we already know if there was only 20% of us in York, and the British owned it by 80%, and there'd be a marker here that says that a revolt can happen at any given time, and then they would spawn a militia British unit there. I mean, we understand that mechanic, but what I cannot understand or accept is a place like in Baltimore where I have 100% loyalty. How could you spawn in a British regiment right there? And it did it. So they have an event where they do that automatically. Like it's a scripted event. It isn't, you know what I'm saying? Because there's no way the game should allow 100% loyalty place a revolt. There is just no way, and that's one of my arguments that I'm saying. And I don't know if you play this game and you can agree with me on that. You know, please put it in the comments. But so that way I have at least one comment there saying that you do agree with me on that. But okay, so now I've talked a lot, and now it's time for action. So yeah, we're gonna sail out, and I'm sure that Victory class ship, along with 5 other ships or 4 ships, is gonna intercept me, and that's what this video is gonna mainly be. Other than explaining all the crappy things that just happened in the past 3 weeks, but at least these guys are up. But I am shocked that there is a Victory class ship in this sector now. I owned this sector, and so he came from over here into here, just like I think they're feeding from here into here. Yeah, see, that's where he is right there. So what? Come on over here. This is where he is. There's a Victory class ship here, and okay, and there we go. Yeah, see right here. Oh yeah, he's got a Ardent. He's got a Razzies, but okay, so this isn't as bad as I thought it was. Well, I mean, this is bad for just one of my Bellona class ships to fight, because that's how I discovered that he followed me into this sector. Was I only had one of my 8 ships that were fixed, and so I just sent him in here, and my habit in the game up until this point now, but I mean, let's go back a month, but I mean, my habit in the game was, when I have the 2 ships in each of these places, when one is ready, I send them into this sector just to do the trade route, to make sure that we get the trading going. And then when one's good here, I send him there, and so I'll have like 4 ships, 3 ships, then 4 ships, and then 5 ships, and then once all the ships are done, I send them here to pool them up, and then we go in and go fight. That's my normal habit. So imagine the shock when I put my first ship in here to do that, and I came across this. This is why it looked kind of tough, because there's no way I would face all this with just one ship. You know what I mean? No way. But anyways, this is what it's gonna be, folks. And so I'm gonna see. I mean, I got 8 ships, so now of course, depending on the wind, we'll have to see how this is, and always pause the game, because we don't know what's going on this, but okay, so here they are. All right, so he actually has less than 1,000, so he's at 798. So I wonder if in this game, because I could have swore in Age of Sail, on a Victory class ship, we could put like 1,200 on. So I mean, you know, I'm thinking in terms of Age of Sail, but anyways, okay, so, and the wind is kind of going this way, so I think, let's anchor this guy and tell him to blast this 5th rate Unity class frigate, right? Right about there, maybe. And we do have 2 more here. So yeah, I guess he can turn. Let me put full sail. He can come this way, and this guy can maybe just go right there, and he can also shoot this guy right there and anchor, and maybe he can anchor right there. I'm just gonna try to guess, because then as this ship comes, I can then decide if they decide to run away, sail away this way with the wind. So if these 3 are gonna do that, then somehow these ones are the ones that have to come this way to fight the ships. Right? So these 4 hopefully can get over here to go after this guy here, because Rochester, oh, this is kind of cool. Wow. I mean, I lived in Rochester, New York, a long time ago, like 3 years in Rochester, New York. Now the thing, you know, I'm going to give you a fact, okay? Like, this is a fact about Rochester, New York. It was a high-tech area way back in the 90s, but there was when I used to drive to work, on the radio, I would hear that there was a murder, okay? Like, every single day that I drove to work for a 3-year period, there was a murder that would be on the radio as I drove to work. You know, I had like maybe a 20-minute drive, and somewhere in that 20 minutes I would hear, "Well, last night somebody was murdered, blah 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 blah." I mean, that's a fact. Okay, I can tell you that was a fact that I actually lived, you know, 3 years in Rochester, New York, and that's something that I heard every damn day that I drove to work. That's 5 days a week. So I mean, imagine that. So that's a little fact that I can give you. Like, sometimes I tell you things like that, but anyways, okay. So now the only question I got is about this guy here. It might be possible if these 2 guys are anchored, right? Then maybe he can anchor here, or would it be wise for him to get over to here and anchor? Because if they decide to go this way, I'll have another ship that can go this way. So that's this is the plan anyways. So let's go ahead and do it. Yeah, and I gotta get these guys. Like, it's important. Yeah, you know, he might do better right here. This guy. The New York Yanks. Because these are the 4 that I'm going to use to try to take these ships. Like, it depends on what the enemy is going to do. Like sometimes what they do is they fight a little bit, and then they'll go with the wind, or they'll go against the wind and try to get away. This big 112 gun ship is shooting like he's... Alright. Oh yeah, he's not gonna stand a chance. Okay, I'm gonna pause for just a moment. This guy gave up. So that's 200 men right there. I think it'd be prudent for us to drop somebody out of a cushionet to get on here and take this. The only problem I got is that he lost a few masts and he's, you know, been destroyed pretty much, but it's possible we might be able to get him to go out like this. This Victory class ship is here, and I got North Dartmouth here. But yeah, so let me first do the Acushnet, drop somebody out. We only need 1 unit out. And now the key thing, oh yeah, and we got an Ardent right here. And then these we're not really too concerned about. And matter of fact, this poor guy here, I'm gonna get him to come over here so he'll be able to shoot at this guy automatically. So he's shooting at that one. This one, I think I'm gonna shut him off. And this one, at the moment, I think I'm gonna shut him off too, because I don't want these guys to shoot this ship through my ship right here. So I'm trying to figure this out. Let me see if he keeps going this way. And yeah, I'll tell him to go that way, and then this guy is still coming this way, and this guy's got to come this way. And I possibly could move. Yeah, you know, now that, yeah, I think I'm gonna move this guy. I'm gonna tell him to get over here to try to block. Either way, we gotta block this guy. Like, depends on what he's gonna do. But what do you think he's gonna do? He's headed this way. And sometimes the AI, they're gonna go like this, and then they're gonna head off this way. And that's why I'm sending him over here and stuff. But anyways, let's see. I hope that's not a bug right there. I hope this is not a bug, but what I'm saying is, he's been here a long time and he has not taken this ship, and I'm really kind of concerned about that. So matter of fact, you know what I could do? I could probably put him to canister and tell him to do that. Now, I don't think I will win it, but if I anchor this guy, and if I start taking guys out of here, I can feed it. And so if I go to Fairhaven, for example, and if I drop out 3 of them, now this guy, I'm gonna tell him to shoot this guy right there. And so let's see, and then, yeah, and as a matter of fact, this guy can come this way to try to block this guy. And then this one's coming that way. And he's gonna come that way. Let's see. Let's pause for a minute, see what is going on here. Oh man, he did not, and this ship interfered. He interfered with us. Okay, so we do have this ship. Okay, so he did get on that ship. So this guy, I think I'm just gonna send him up there, cause that way we have that ship. So okay, so but now I need to concentrate on this. So if he, and now this guy, I wish that I think we can go like that, maybe. That's what I want him to do. And then this guy has got to get over here. And he's still shooting him, which is okay. And I'm just gonna anchor this guy. Or could I put him on this one? Maybe, yeah, maybe I'll do that. Let me can't. I can't. I gotta be able to break from this one. And I can't. It seems. Yeah, I don't know what the heck's going on. Okay. All right. Well. I can't cancel it. The game is not okay, the game is not letting me cancel that. Alright then, you do this then. Come on. Okay, then you anchor. Oh, jeez. You know, like what it is it is ridiculous. All right, some you can see how things go sometimes. Let's pause. I mean, this is just too much right now. This is bad. Oh my goodness, this is bad. All right, and we got these guys here. We did feed this, so I think these guys can get back into their ship. I think I did send them over there, but I think they're gonna get back onto the ship. And I have this one available, so he's coming down. I'll put his guns back on, and then this guy can go like that. This guy can shoot him, I guess, and he's anchored. This is just plain terrible. So what I'm trying to do here is tell New Bedford to go that way, and then this guy is trying to get past this victory class ship. Like I said, what I needed, and the problem that, I don't know if you saw this, but the problem was one of these ships interfered, like it was this one. He interfered with me trying to engage this ship, which prevented me from getting on to him. Because the whole point was to melee him and then get these three companies onto the ship and to outdo him. But it's not going to work now because of this ship. And so I am gonna get this ship here for doing that to me, and then Fall River is gonna come this way and take this guy out, and then that will leave him open, and then this is a done deal. So we've got I guess we can just anchor and just have that ship anchor so that way, because we can't get involved at the moment. So yeah, let's see how that's gonna go. This is a mess. Oh, yikes. Okay, good. So he's gonna take him out. So now if South Weymouth can get going, and so can New Bedford. See, now the AI is gonna do the thing about trying to get away. Alright, man, come on. I mean, he's got 112 guns, so he's really doing damage to us, but... Alright, so we got this guy. Alright, let's pause for a minute because I gotta see what else is going on in the battlefield here, but or the battle sea, should I say. So yeah, so this guy here, I guess he can anchor. And he's gonna, this guy now is gonna like, okay, so he's you know, matter of fact, I'll go to that because he can put a shot on him right there, and so that'll really hurt him. And then what I can do is I can get fit, because the wind is still going this way, so we can get this guy over here to take him out. A cushion it up there ain't doing squat. And then these two, yeah, I'll have him come that way. And so now this is the prize. This is what this whole video is about, is to get this 112 gun ship. And besides, this game's gonna end in June, which what is it? It's May 25th. So I mean, so I could possibly show you either a victory or a loss in this one video here and just be done with this game for now. I mean, probably. And besides, the British campaign is coming out, so you know, oh whatever. Let's see. So yeah, I need these two guys to get over here, and he's got to come out like this. So let's see if that can happen. Like I said, he's got 128 guns, so we know that he is, you know, gonna hurt us. And he's got a bigger ship than us, so he has that advantage also, and he has more personnel than us. So he's got a lot of advantages. But it'll be okay if he takes New Bedford. Like, it'll be okay. So okay, so now. Okay, he's not. Yeah, so we lost him. Okay, so now, okay, so anchor. Okay, so we're just trying to get the people on this ship. It's vital. All right, so now the key thing here is okay, so now I might lose, like, I know in Age of Sail, if we didn't get on the ship in time, sometimes it would sink. I don't know if they have that game mechanic in this particular game, so we have a few minutes, I think. So if I can just get him on that ship, then we'll be good as far as getting this. Come on, just... Oh, you went on the wrong ship. You went on the wrong ship. Okay, there we go. Sheesh. He went on the wrong ship. You saw me. I clicked on this ship and he went onto this ship. Okay. So, yeah. So we have that. We got a Victory class ship. You got an anchor, buddy. Oh, and then this guy over here. So, okay, I was wondering why the battle ended. It's because this guy gave up over here. I didn't see that. I knew they had one more ship. Now, what will happen is if he gets back, like if I don't get him there before, but we'll see a circle here if he's coming back. So he's not at the moment, and so we'll get this, and this will be the last ship. Come on, get it, get it, get it. All right, so this did not go picture perfect, but nonetheless, folks, I got myself a victory class ship, and like I said, the interest. Oh, let me see. Okay, so now that I got all the ships separated, let's see. Okay, so where is the capital ship? Is it this one? Alright, so it's either... Well, I don't know. I'll have to look at the... Let me just look at the thing here. Alright, so again, I didn't even know where the victory ship was. I was looking for it. This game sometimes is confusing to me. But anyways, okay, so we had 8 ships. We knew that. We had 624 guns. They had 312. 2,000 crew. We had 5,000. We lost nearly 2,000 crew. They lost 1,000 crew. And all 5 of their ships were captured. Oh yeah, so it's the Rochester one. 112 guns. So yeah, okay. So yeah, so I'll even name it. I'll even name that ship that. Because I did live in Rochester, New York. So, okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. It's just kind of funny that some of the British, like the British towns in England, you know, and then in America, those names come to our United States. And it's just interesting that, you know, like, so there must be it's probably a city in Rochester, in England, you know, and stuff like that. So it's just interesting that it's a small world after all, ain't it? Okay, so anyways, okay, folks, I got myself a victory class ship. Now I don't know if I'll even get to use it, because if the game ends in June, we're just a few days away from that. And so, but again, you know, I know I did a lot of sea battles. It's because there was nothing else to do, pretty much. And so now we look, there's no British, but this goes to show you. This goes to show you that if you recall all the battles I did in here, that that Victory class ship followed me into my own sector to look for me. But that's when I retreated to sell the ships that I could, and then, and matter of fact, then I even what I did. Okay, well, now that I did this, I'm gonna go to the port. I hope no other ships come in here, because I gotta at least let me get this to the port. So let me just say sail to port. What I was gonna tell you, just like, 'cause I like to give information of what's going on in this campaign, so that way you know all the facts about this particular game, or this, at least what I'm trying to tell you is anything that I tell you, it's what's happened in my campaign. I mean, I'm not talking about anybody else's campaign. I'm just talking about my campaign. And there we're in. So now we're gonna pause the game. It's the 25th of May. If I click over here again, it's not gonna tell me what's in here, but anyways, now excuse me. So what I was gonna tell you is the last video sea battle that I did before all the mayhem happened in Canada and in the South, and while these 8 that I decided on were getting repaired, I had 9. So what I did is I looked at one of these ships, right? And the game mechanic that's in this game now, where our armor, each time we get repaired, we lose our armor on our ship. And I don't know, I don't know the mentality or the logic of that. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, if we repair a ship and we put more iron on it, how could it, like, I guess they're trying to say the integrity of the ship, or something, because anyways, the integrity of it. So I had 2 ships that had over 1,000, that they lost 1,000 of their 5,000 armor. So, meaning they had so many repairs to the ship that we're down 1,000 points on our 5,000. So we only got 4,000 of armor instead of 5,000 of armor. And so I had 2 ships like that. So whichever one was the highest, I scrapped that ship and sold it. And then I turned the new ship that I got, that is going to be repaired for the first time, and renamed it the ship that I took out of here. And I can do that same process. Like, I mean, I can. Like, I guess, I don't know how long I've been playing, but it does. We just did one battle, so I mean, and I explained maybe 5 or 10 minutes of what was going on in this campaign to just get you up to date. So again, like so what I do on this, right? I apply these only because I don't know at this point if it's gonna apply these stats to these guys, these 109 guys. And then this ship, as a Diana class ship frigate, it would go up to 280. It's got 6-pounders and 12-pounders, but at this point in the game, I have no use for this other than to sell it. So I mean, I'm just gonna scrap it. When we scrap this, and then we sell the ship, and then we have these 6-pounders, and we have these 12-pounders. And so, yeah, I'm gonna just get rid of that ship. And then again, like I said, and this might be an unnecessary thing that I'm doing, like an extra step that is not required. You know what I mean? Like, this process might not be required. Like, you may not have to do this. Now, this ship, this Razi, and again, like, when we only have like 6 or 8 ships, and then when we finally get a Razi, we really like the Razi because of the 12 and 24s. Hey, yeah, this 12s and 24s. No, wait. Why does this... Wait a minute. Why does this ship... It used to have 32 pounders. So do you think they did something to the game? Yeah, I think they did something to the game. I know darn well. I know darn well Arazi had 32 pounders up here. Now it only has 12 pounders. That is strange. Okay, so yeah, then this Ardent. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to keep the Ardent either, but I will apply the perks. Now, there's nothing wrong with these other perks, like the gunners or the hand-to-hand combat, the 10 gunnery, the 10 boarding, and the 10 willpower. There's nothing wrong with these. The only reason I'm not taking them is because I find my play style that I'd rather have, you know, accuracy, reload, and sailing. Like I'd rather have that. And now, you know, apply that. And again, there's 194 guys on this ship currently, right? That I put on here. But I don't want the Ardents when I have Bellonas. So I'm going to go ahead and scrap him. And now this bad boy right here. This is a Victory class ship. Alright, so Rochester, New York. Yep. So he has 12 pounders, 12 pounders, 24 pounders, and 32 pounders. Alright, so now I have that ship. Alright, so this Unity class ship, again, we're just going to scrap it. It has 100 guys on there. And so now that leaves me... That leaves me with my 8 ships, along with now this class, you know, so I mean there's only 5 days till June, so I mean I don't even think if I put him for So maintenance, weekly maintenance, it's 2,500 bucks. I mean, to have a victory class ship. That's a lot of money, but yeah. But I got my first victory class ship, so I'm kind of happy with that. And then so he started with 12,200 armor. And these ships 7281. Yeah, 6,000. So yeah, you can see we lost 1,000 there. Okay, so not much here. And just about 1,000 right there. And this one looks good. So yeah. Okay. So now there's no British now back into this sector. But there's nothing stopping them from coming here. So at this point in the game, like I said, before closing, well no, I mean I might as well just see what happens, right? I mean, what would be the point? There's no way that I'm even gonna get to. Okay, so what I can do here is so we have 4.7 here, but you know what I could do? I could probably Alright, let's go ahead and do that. And look at this ship is already ready. And this is what I had to do every time I did a sea battle and was coming back. And so by spreading out this, right? And then what we can do is we can click here and we can apply the money. That's for there, right here. I'm just showing you the process of, repairing your ships. Like sometimes they want money for, I don't know if it's for the troops or for the maintenance. Yeah, see now they're saying an uprising in locality. So they're saying there's an uprising, but I don't know if it's an uprising that bothers me, or is it these Chicka, Sawachi, or whatever Indians, or natives, or whatever term you want to use. I mean, I'm not trying to be derogatory to them. I mean, it's just what it is. So yeah, I don't know when the game tells me that. You know what I mean? Because when I click on that and it brings me over to this area, it doesn't show that it's this place here. I mean, like I'm here, like. So yeah. So the game is paused at the slight moment. But again, when I like to talk, sometimes I don't like things to go out but capital. So I got a capital and I have a shipyard in Morristown. So yeah, and I'm just going to tell you folks, if I get the win in the next few days of this, or loss, like I said, I'm at 1334, right? Now it says the British Army is big and the Navy is big, but the British don't have any land stuff. Even when they dropped like 3,000 in Maine, not Maine, in Canada, and even when they had that stupid 4 places that had an uprising when my places have 100% loyalty, that is just a script. So that can happen. But I mean, I'm gonna tell you this too. You're gonna hear my opinion on this too. I don't know how you could possibly have, even if you just had one skirmisher in these places, like how could you occupy? Matter of fact, this guy is still, like, why don't I just drop him right there so that way he's in here and he can start getting, I was sending him to Providence, but he's one of the guys that fought, the few thousand that they dropped in Canada. I mean that was ridiculous. I mean, because what I'm trying to say is, look, you cannot, and he's still on his journey to get to back to there. Because there's certain places that I do occupy throughout this game when I play it. But when we have 100% loyalty, you know what I'm saying? Like in Hartford and Hatfield and in New Haven, the enemy shouldn't be able to spawn somebody in here. Like it shouldn't. Like that's a bull crap game mechanic that should not be in this game. If they're below like 40% loyalty, then I can understand that happening, and I'll do something to prevent it by I'll put somebody in here. You know what I mean? But if you look up here, right, with all the French and Spanish regiments that they gave me throughout this campaign, I can't build any more units anyway. So there's no way for any of us who play this game to occupy every single place on a 13 colony map. There's no way that we can have enough units to be able to occupy every single spot that we own. Like, there's no way that we can do it. Absolutely no way. Like, I don't see a way of doing it. Right? There's no way to do it. You can only occupy so much. And I could split this regiment into 4, this brigade into 4 regiments, and I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. But then when they land here, one regiment can't stop them. So this is why I won't have anybody in these places. But when these places are 100% loyalty, why does the game automatically spawn 4 of these with British? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, they should not be able to do that. So this is just something that is scripted in it, and it shouldn't be this way. And so all throughout this campaign, I have voiced my opinions on a lot of the stuff that goes on in this game, and some of it is logical and I agree with it, and then some of it is just not logical and it doesn't make any sense. But let me go ahead and run the game for a moment. So every time you do this, the game will pause. But I'm just running this just for a moment so you can see this. So another day just went by. But this would be fun to have. So apparently, okay, so like, I don't know, I'd have to look back at my Age of Sail game, because I could have swore we could have 1,000 or 1,100 or 1,200, but in this game we could only have 800. So yeah, there's only 3.7 here. But here it's 0.6. Get into the port. There we go. Okay, so Sunday, and then Sunday a whole week is over, and Monday. Oh, see, they're gonna. Okay, so mass recruitments of loyal militars. British authorities intensify efforts to recruit and mobilize loyalist militars, leading to increased hostilities and internal conflicts in contested areas. Oh, yeah, but there's no contested areas. See, and this doesn't tell me anything. So, in contested. Okay, so now if there were contested areas, they would spawn militars. Alright, I'm just gonna stop for a minute. Alright, so I got special operations, right? Research espionage. Yeah, but see, wouldn't espionage be under this? All right, well, this will be done in this is not even, if this game is gonna end in the middle of June or something. I'm not even gonna get any of this done. So I mean, I gotta special operations. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. All right. Alright, so Montreal. Yeah, see, I can't do it. I could do it there. I can do it there. I can do it there. I can do it. But in here I can't, so whatever. Yeah, I can't do it. So yeah, that's how you would, you know, like I just put an infrastructure in about 5 of those places, but the place that I need to do it, I can't do it. It's already got maxed out what it can do. So again, this game tasks me with something that is impossible to do. And so yeah, so I'm just running this so you can see it. Now if there were any contested places, they would have spawned milita into the places. But because I own everything, there's no place that they did that I'm aware of. Okay, like, okay, now, hey, now wait a minute, hold on. Okay, I think we should agree, yeah. Okay, pause. Okay, wait a minute. What? Oh, so wait a minute. That wasn't a British thing. That was an event for me. Okay, so you'd have to rewind the video, but oh, so they spawned a military regiment. Well, I could send one there. I could send one there. And this guy could go to Fort George. So they just gave me these 3 regiments. Okay, so that's what that was. I mean, I thought it was talking about, like, if there was a conflict somewhere that they would spawn. Isn't that funny? But anyways, okay, well, that's 3 more regiments that they just gave me. I don't need them, or at least, like I said, don't forget, a year ago in 1779, when it came to June or July, they did invasions. So I mean, we're getting close to that, like, too. But again, I in this video, I think I'm just gonna show you some of the stuff that's going on in the game, and that I'm trying to get this Victory class ship to get ready. These guys, and this ship is now done. Okay, another thing, day gone. May 30, 1778. Construction weaver shop in the Norfolk complete. Okay. Oh, look at it. These 2 are done. So this is what I would do. Like, this is a good demonstration of showing you what I would do. So usually when they go in here, right? As soon as he gets in here, like so the Cherokee and the USA are now neutral. I support ending the war. And then this shows the tensions at the end of the month. It's the new month. Alright, so when I would get into this sector, which, you know, again, I would just tell him to patrol the routes, right? And I have 2 more ships that are ready. And this is what I would do in the game. Now, I would also go around to the different buildings and see if in this building that I don't have something, so I could go ahead and put a cathedral here then and stuff like that. And so I'm just trying to show you some of the things that I would be doing when I wasn't recording a video like this. Yeah, because I ain't gonna show you every minute of every single game that I do. Like it would be, you know, it'd take me forever. And then this is the nasty thing, when I discovered that Victory class ship followed me in with those other ships that was with him, and he grabbed one of my guys and he put me in a death circle, and then I had to get out. And this ship was so damaged that you know what I mean? And that's why I knew he was in here, and I was like, okay. So then how I did it was, when each one of these were ready, they snuck along the coast here to pile up in here, so that way once the 8 were in here, and then I made the video to tell you about the game and then do this sea battle. So that's how it worked. And look, my Victory class ship is now ready. Alright, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna pull these guys in here. And there's only 3 here, so I'm gonna send this one to Boston. And then basically this is some of the things that I would be doing. Now, it's kind of tricky to get them into the port. And so I'm just showing you a little bit of this game, and you know, and like I said, if this game fails me for some reason when I own the 13 colonies, then I'm gonna be a little angry about that. Officer Jethro Lee is ready for duty. Okay, so hey, let me do this for the Victory class ship. Yeah, I don't really have a... Yeah, I don't really have a really great officer. Maybe this guy? Cause yeah, we can swap out officers on these ships, but I didn't see anybody there that was like really impressive. Now this ship is ready. This ship is ready. And this ship is the only ship that is not ready. And so this is how I would get my ships. And this is how I would do it. Not saying that this is the best way to do it. I'm just saying that this is what I would do. So now I don't have any ships in the south, so their fleet is there. There's just not enough time in the game to do it. You know what I mean? Like, there's just not. I mean, now again, somebody's campaign ended mid-June 1780, but you know, I don't know all the circumstances about it. They explained a little bit of it. I just don't remember it. But I'm just telling you, in my opinion, if they do not have any land in America, how could I possibly lose this escapade? Even though I don't have 1,500 points. I mean, I've killed everything that they sent at me. Everything. Like, it was a struggle here and there, and I did it. Some of it is on video, and some of it is not on video. And so I'm just waiting on one ship. Yeah, I'm just waiting on one ship. Okay, a capital in Salisbury, war between Britain and France. Okay, we can't do anything. 2 days we can do that. A shipyard infrastructure in Baltimore complete. Peace is restored between the Cherokee and Cherokee. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, that's a typo. I don't think the Cherokee would be fighting the Cherokee, so they wouldn't have to have peace. I mean, do you not agree with me? Like seriously. Now I do have this 8-pack. I could go in there, but you know, this ship here. Yeah, it lost about 500 of its armor. So, you know. So what do you guys think of them doing that for the integrity of the ships? Like saying that the more you repair it, the more damage it's gonna, you know, it's gonna lose its armor. Like that's the mechanic. Like what do you guys think of that? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? Or do you think it's okay? Like, because I imagine if you keep repairing your ship, eventually you're not going to have any armor. Now imagine going on a war vessel out there with no armor. You wouldn't be able to take any shots from the enemy because they would destroy your ship and sink it. So this is at 6.9 ship repair points. Okay, now Patriot, see this stuff comes up all the time. So let me see what this is. Patriot economic embargo. We can impose a coordinated economic embargo against loyalist supporters affecting trade and putting pressure on loyalist communities. What should we do? Yes, these lovers of Britain crown must answer. 10,000 that. Okay, then what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to go to ships. And I'm going to sell the ships that I decommissioned. This gives me 6,000. This gives me 9,400. And this one gives me 3,600. And now I'm going to go to goods, and I'm just going to show you I got 340 of the furs. So that's 95,000. I could sell off a little bit of the ammo. I only have one ship that's being worked on, so I could sell a little bit of that. I could definitely sell these. And now I got 6,000 in provisions. And the rum, don't forget the rum though. If you put officers in here to do stuff like jobs, you're going to need a rum to support them. So do not get rid of all your rum. And the wagons I kind of leave alone. Although I did sell some, as you can see here. Like in this shop, you can see all the stuff that I sold. Look at, I sold, in this campaign, I sold 14,000 of provisions. I sold 3,000 of textiles, 5,000 of ammo, and almost 5,000 of furs. And that's how, you know what I mean? Like, I had to do that to support this campaign. So, I mean, so just keep that in mind of some of the things. And as far as resources go, look, I sold 8,000 horses. I sold 5,000, over 5,000 of wood. And construction, I sold over 5,000 of construction material. For the iron, not much. I just sell a little bit. And for the coal, again, not much. And, you know, whatever, not much. Because we need this to make cannons and we need this for ammo and stuff like that. So we need those kind of things. And then again, you know, if we needed money, we could sell some of these 24 pounders. We could sell, you know, whatever, the 32 pounders and stuff like that. So we got a fortress in Fort Johnston. Oh yeah, and then this is ready. So this is something that I do every 30 days regardless of what's going on in the game. Unless a game does something to me in this game where I have to do this and then do whatever, like, but I do this every 30 days. And so again, you can see that at the moment France is neutral, Spanish is allies, the Cherokee are neutral, the Iroquois are neutral, and then we're in the red here. So I can only do one. So he's at 96, so I just do this, and I give him whatever it is. I'm going to give him some ammo. They want ammo, so I do that. And that is just to keep them at bay. Like that's to make sure that they don't go and fight me, because they have not attacked me. Now the last thing that I'm going to do is, man, this is taking a long time for this ship to get up. But Boston is the best place, I think, because it's got 6.9 of ship repair points. And we must improve, we must provide these. Okay, so Gordon riots. A huge crowd estimated at 40,000 to 60,000 strong assembled and marched on the British House of Parliament, motivated by anti-Catholic sentiment. Many carried flags and banners proclaiming no property. Violence started early this month with the looting and burning of Catholic chapels in foreign embassies. Tensions between Spain and Britain will rise. Okay, now this ship is ready. So now all I gotta do is get it over here. Now don't forget, last year around this time, I think it was the first week of July, they did an invasion. So I think invasions can happen at any time. But I'm just saying, I'm just letting you guys know that I feel that I own all 13 colonies, so I should not fail this. Like, this is something that I should not fail. Like, if I don't have you know, if I don't have 15, like, I don't know why you would have to magically have 1,500 points. Like, I got 1334. But I'm telling you, I own everything. And so, yes, I do want a victory, but, but, you know, I don't know. I just, like I said, I'm showing you this game. Now, I could go real super fast, but I don't want to miss something that pops up and stuff. So I just show it to you at real game time, just what's going on here. Like, as soon as this guy gets here, I'll have all the ships. And they always want money. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting close to the victory, or maybe the game will screw me and give me a loss. I don't know. I mean, how could I get 1,500 points when I've killed everything? Like, I've killed everything. Like, maybe you have to fight Indians or something. Like, but I've kept pretty much peace with the Indians. So, you know what I mean? So yeah, as soon as he gets in here, and it's gonna be another week done. And so it took a couple of weeks for all the ships being spread amongst four shipyards, to get all these ships back up to where they're full. And it's tricky to get it into the port. Like, it's always hard. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna pause the game. And there we have it. We have on 12 June 1780. There is no British in this entire game. Right at this moment. I 100% own it. And we got these ships here. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to go ahead and save the game. And then I will make another video of me moving these ships into here to do a big sea battle with my new Victory class ship. I don't know what is in here. Okay, it says 11 with 536, but it's a question. So you know they keep feeding. So this is something that I wasn't aware of. But they keep feeding ships into here. Like, it keeps growing. Right? And maybe that's the same thing that's going on in the South. You know what I mean? Like, in the South. Maybe that's the same thing going on. But they're not in New York. They're not in here. They're not in here and here. But just remember, that Victory one came in here. But now I got him. So this is a good place to save the game. We are in mid-June. So I think this campaign is going to end in a few days or something. So it would be better for me to go in there and fight one more battle before this game ends. So I hope you agree with me on that. So no matter where you are in the world, have a great day, a great afternoon, or a great evening. Please take care of yourselves. Be kind to others. God bless to you. Keep all religions equal. This is your friend Jeff signing out. Adios, amigos. And of course, adios to the lovely amigas.